asked her what was happening after we calmed her down. And she told us that the girl at home was choking her. And she told us that she was being strangled. Yeah, that's the word, strangled. That night, and so she ran away.
Hello, everybody. You are welcome to Real Beyond the Surface. And today on the program, I have a friend with me, and she is Toinpre Donald. I was actually expecting her to have a biased name, but no. And she is popularly known as TP.
Yeah.
And she's a medical student. So I have a doctor with me today. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Recently, we were talking before this recording began about bullying at schools. And have you experienced any?
Oh, yes, I've been bullied before.
Can you talk to us about it?
I think it was more verbal bullying when I was in secondary school. People make fun of me about my eyes, how they were not properly aligned. Yes.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yes, and I remember.
Sorry, was it coming from males or females or both?
Males, more males.
Oh, wow.
Boys are amazing.
Oh, wow.
So yes, more males, and they would make fun of me that my eyes were looking at different directions. Yeah, but I survived, I guess. I wore glasses, I hid them, and after a while I just grew thick skin and I did not allow it to affect me.
Okay. And apart from that, have you experienced or witnessed somebody who was bullied in a different way?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Can you talk to us about it?
Okay, so just recently I met a girl who was being bullied by her roommates. Her roommate was older than her. And
this is a university?
Yes, in the university. I met a girl. She was a teenager, but the roommate was an adult.
Oh, wow. When you say an adult?
I mean, like, the roommate was 23, 24 years old.
And the girl was?
And the girl was 16.
16?
Going on 17, yes.
Oh.
So she was obviously a child, and this was her first time out of home.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was very scared and really did trust that this older lady would help her and just be a source of safe space.
Like a big sister or something.
Like a big sister. Yeah. And they also went to the same church.
Oh.
Yes, they went to the same church. Not in the same state though. They came from different places, but they went to the same church. So they met at the branch in school there. And you would expect the relationship to be good, to be mutual, but it wasn't, because the girl reached out to us and told us that, well, we just saw her in our house one day because she knew us, and we saw her with a bag, and we were like, what's wrong, what's happening? And she told us that she almost died, and we were like, you almost died, what happened? Like, we had to calm her down because she was hyperventilating. She was going through emotions of tears. It was very teary, and we asked her what was happening after we calmed her down, and she told us that the girl at home was choking her, was trying to, yes, that was
How
really
long did this last?
Give or take a few minutes. So
how long was this other lady, her roommate? How long did they stay?
It was less than a year. It was less than a year. She just gained admission.
And she never said anything to anybody?
Well, she spoke to her mom, but her mom told her to just manage the older girl. Like, people are like that, people have their bad characters, and that you should just learn to manage them. And then she told their pastor in church, but the pastor said he would speak to the older girl, but then she should just be understanding since she's the younger one. So that's what happened. So
did the pastor actually, did the pastor actually talk to the other girl?
We don't know if he talked to her. We are not sure if that ever happened.
Okay.
But that's what he assured the younger girl, that he would talk to her. So yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and she told us that she was being strangled. Yeah, that's the word, strangled. That night, and so she ran away. And the only people she knew, or not me, she knew my roommate that was in nursing as a senior colleague. So that's the only person she knew that was not in church or wouldn't tell her that, just and the neighbors didn't say anything. The funny thing that they heard, because it's this really
I don't understand all of this.
They didn't say anything about. I asked her, she said no, none of them had said anything about, because they would hear her scream, they would just hear arguments, and everybody would just mind their business. So she called my roommate, and then she came over. she trekked because she didn't have transport. So she trekked that night with her school bag to our house. And well, we heard the whole story of what was really happening to her. And apparently it had been going on. Sometimes the older girl wouldn't let her eat food. So she would stay hungry the entire day. And everything she needed to do, she would have to take permission from the older girl. And the older girl would treat her anyhow she wanted to treat her because it was just
Did
bad.
anybody ever confront the other girl? Did you confront
No,
her?
we didn't even see her. The most annoying thing that happened was that while she was with us that night, the older girl called her and told her that she should come and pack her things out of the house.
Seriously?
That they would give her her rent back, that she doesn't need to stay, that she's a menace to her. And we couldn't believe it because the girl that we're looking at is somebody that calls us, she puts sister in front of her name. She doesn't drink water if we don't tell her to drink water. We tried to give her food, she couldn't eat. It was a hassle. We knew that she was traumatized because she couldn't sleep that night also. So it seemed that this has been what she had been going through for a really long time. So the girl told her to come and pack her things and leave the house, that she doesn't want to ever see her again. And we were like, you don't mean it.
Do you know how she met the other girl?
Yes, I know how they met. They are not related to each other. The mother had never seen the older girl. It's just, oh, my child is going to school.
Okay.
And then another person in church says, oh, I have a child that's also in school.
So they can be roommates.
Yeah, so they can be roommates because they are church members together. So it made sense. It looked like a good idea to stay with a fellow church member. So that was really how they had never met each other before. So that's how.
Do you think that her mother responded correctly?
Well,
I don't understand. My daughter calls me and says she's being bullied, and I just keep quiet or I talk to somebody, and then she calls me back and says nothing is being done.
Well, I think the mother did what she could in the sense that she was so far away.
Okay.
And I think her job probably would not. She may have traveled down, but I don't think her job would have afforded her the opportunity to travel down to meet her child. And I think a lot of African parents just think that when we come to them and we tell them that, oh, this is what I'm going through, especially when it comes to other people, they tell us to toughen up, tell us to fight back, or they tell us to just let it slide. And I think that's what her mother told her, to endure. Yeah.
That's a serious statement you just made.
I'm so sorry, but
no, it's good. That's good.
I'm sorry.
It's good. Oh wow. But how is she today?
Well, she's better. So we took her in for, it was a split-second decision. I spoke to my pastor about it. My pastor asked me because, I mean, it's my house. He said, will I be able to take this girl in? Because she has nowhere to go. They locked her out. And I think that night I could barely sleep because I needed to make a decision. I mean, I prayed, but I knew that I would not send this girl back. I didn't care if it was a lie. I could see her. She couldn't sleep. She would wake up that night and she would be crying. I'm going like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, it was a lot. She called up in a corner. We made the bed for her. She did not sleep. She just called up in a corner. I saw this girl was traumatized. So I knew I would not send her back. So after I prayed that morning, and it was even a Sunday morning, I just made up my mind that, you know what, I would bear the weight of another person in my house. And then we went to take her things from the house that morning. We didn't wait. I think it was like 7 a.m.
She had a key. Was the other person still there?
She had, I'm not sure. I think there's a place where they keep their key. So we went, and the other girl wasn't even there. She had gone to church, and the church was close to our house. So I wanted to make a scene. I wanted to go to church, but I changed my mind. So we went to the house. We took her things, and the house wasn't the best kind of house. It was okay, but it felt the energy. I think it was the energy for someone that's spiritual. When I walked in, I did not like the house. I didn't like it at all. It felt dark and cold, and I would not thrive in the house. Even if nobody was bullying me, I wouldn't thrive there. So we packed her things, and then we brought her back to my house, and then we called the mom, and then we told the mom that this is what we are going to do. And the mother was thanking us profusely, that she was even thinking of traveling down. So I think the mother had good intentions, but maybe her hands were tied. She was like, she wanted to even travel down, that this is her first child. She didn't even know what to do. She was spoken to the girl, spoken to the pastor. Well, we don't know how much of that was effective, but we took her in and we kept her. And she had exams in a few weeks.
Oh wow!
So she couldn't even read for her exams. She was always crying. So we had to basically put her in a different set of Christians, of people. So we introduced her to my association. I'm a Christian Medical and Dental Association, and there are quite a lot of people there. Age mates are there, so they would come, they would talk to her, they would try to watch movies. So they did things that brought her out of her shell.
Finally.
Yes, they did it. And she stayed with us for, I think, a month plus. Then she went back home. And then when she came back, she told me that she wanted to stay with me, which was pretty logical. Her mother said it too, that my child had never been comfortable with anybody. You made her comfortable. She was happy. She would call me and she's smiling. And well, I had to make a decision there and then. Should I let this girl stay with me or not? And obviously I went back to pray, and my decision was to not let her stay with me.
Oh, really? Why?
Yes. So I understand what it means to come to school. It's very scary. I also left my state. I went to a place where I didn't know anybody. But the one thing I learned in my year 1, year 2 was that if I keep myself sheltered, I would never learn. I would never grow. I would not be strong. Yes. So I put myself in a controlled environment that would give me the opportunity to be strong. So I told her that if she stayed with me, she would never get over the trauma, because she didn't like talking to people. She didn't like going out. She just wanted to stay inside all day, and sometimes she just burst spontaneously into tears. And we understand that that's where it's coming from. But I told her that if you stay with me, that will not be good for you. You will not grow. I will keep you very safe and very comfortable. You will have no idea that the world is a bad place. So I told her that what I would do for her is I would take her to the medical hostel. I would find a way to give her, because I'm supposed to have a space there, but I don't live there. I live off campus. So I said I was going to find a way and give her a space there, and I would ensure that she was surrounded by the right people and just be okay and safe. And she cried. It was a hassle. Her mother called me trying to convince me otherwise. She would always try to convince me. She would do things to change my mind. I told her, I don't hate you. My house is available. You can always come. But if I keep you here, you will not overcome that fear that you have. She had, let me not call it social anxiety, but she had it. It was a lot. We could see it. So I took her, found a way, got her a space in the hostel. Went to see her roommate. I was the one that went to the room the first time. I arranged everything. I was the first person they saw. And well,
she had how many roommates now?
Well, she had it's a room of 4.
Okay.
So she has 3 other roommates. Okay. And I remember when she went there, just the initial time, there was this girl that wanted to buy her space because the sister was in the same room, and they're trying to convince her. She'd always call me. What should I do? What should I tell them? I will tell them you tell them you bought the space with your money. You're not giving it to anybody. They can try, but you are not selling because you are comfortable where you are. So I had to teach her how to talk back to them. And when the going got tough, she would call me and I'd have to step in. But I did not step in many times. I would send people that she was comfortable with, because I told her, I need you to be able to interact with other people. Not everybody is bad. Not everybody will do that thing that girl did to you. A lot of people are good. So I would send people in my behalf to go and speak. And then I think when I took her to the hostel, because then the room directly beside hers belonged to our sister's coordinator, our welfare secretary then. So I would tell her that if you have any issue, you would go to. So they kind of became fast friends. Yeah. And I really appreciated that support system that was in the hostel, even if I was not there. And now she's better. I would say, where are you? She's like, I'm going for tutorials. I'm going to church. So another thing we had to do, she couldn't go to church.
She couldn't go to that same church.
Because when she went to church, she would have attacks, panic attacks, anxiety attacks. So she couldn't go to church anymore. She couldn't bear looking at that person, and she would look so perfect. That lady would look so perfect in church. So she wasn't going to church anymore. What we did is that we said, okay, you follow us to our church. And then we started taking her to our church. And my church is filled with friendly people. We laugh all the time. So we told her, more like reorienting her, that in the Christian faith, there are good people. You met one bad person, but there are 99 good people in the Christian faith. So that's the world we introduced her to. And now she's better. She's actually better. I hope to see her. Although she tells me everything that happens in her life, if breeze blows, she will tell me. Yes, but I understand where she's coming from. She's a child, and children always need somebody to look up to, somebody to hold their hand. So I wholeheartedly play that role in her life right now.
God bless you. When I think of all of this, 2 questions come to my mind. The first one is, when your child comes to you and says, I'm being bullied, what is your reaction? And then when the child tells you, I'm being bullied, do you take time to react, tell the child to be strong, as you were saying, or would you stand up and move? When something was coming to my mind, we were talking about the mother, maybe her job, you were making excuses for the parents. But if they had called the mother and said, come pick your daughter's corpse,
That's true.
what would be the excuse? So let's stand up and fight for our children.